Welcome to NFL Imperialism 4. Same thing, but my arm hurts, so this arm will determine it all. I didn't break it or anything, it just has a pain in it right now up here. So this is how Imperialism with one arm works. It's Imperialism with the power-ups, but I'm only using my right hand. So we have some states to sort out. The Imperialism, but with one hand, is going to be a lot harder than you think. It was off screen, but LA Chargers actually get to compete for once. God. In fact, moving with one arm is even harder. All right, claimed Texas. Bound for Texas. Ooh, Dallas. I had to come up with a twist for this video. And I did not expect for it to be the top of my shoulder was hurting, so I had to use one arm. Oh dear, we got another three-stater. And our former champions, the Jaguars, are eliminated. One with the Buccaneers, who I don't think of competing in any of my Imperialism videos. Next up, we got to sort out Ohio. And goodbye, Cincinnati, for the first time in a while. We also got to sort out New Jersey. Yes, you're thinking the Jets and Giants are named New York, but they play in New Jersey. Jets win that. Giants are knocked off. And then we got the Eagles, and that was unfair for the Eagles, so I'm going to disqualify you, Steelers. Sorry to any Steelers fans. And those who are wondering, my arm just really hurts. I didn't actually break it. Okay, seems like we have one for each state. I think we're gonna have the Dolphins, who are in rare position of a power-up. They will be going to get the power-up. They got the Afterlife power-up. They're also going to claim Alabama. Then we got the Vikings, who are going to play the Packers. First main matchup where I really can't use my arm. Since one, the Packers are doo-doo. Two, they're actually going to be eliminated. So Minnesota, that's all yours. All right, next up we got the Falcons. We're going to play the Dolphins with the Afterlife power-up. It is going to be game over for the Afterlife. Yes, I know you just see me use my arm, but I really think this was a cool idea, so we're going to keep using this. The Broncos, they're getting an Afterlife. Then we got the Cowboys. They will be claiming New Mexico. Actually, they're going to be playing the Broncos. All right, Denver fans, you guys got disqualified from that matchup. And so, you lose your Afterlife. You lose your Afterlife, Denver. New Orleans has to play the Cowboys. New Orleans going into Texas. It's going to be Cowboys matchup. And bruh, the Cowboys have everything already. The Chiefs are going to slightly hit. Oh, that's actually Kentucky. That's actually the tip of Kentucky. We're getting Titans, who are going to have to slightly. This was a close call between the Chiefs and the Commanders, but I'm going to slightly say it's a matchup versus Commanders for all the marbles. Tennessee, you win. You claim this narrow spot. Ravens, you're going to have to play the Eagles, who have their helmet at all. The Jets also survived. That was perplexing, but I think I'm going to call it a tie. I didn't really give the Ravens a good one, so let's go again. Yeah, I just rolled them. That time it was the Ravens. Eagles fans, you're out. Even if I had two arms, you probably still wouldn't have won. If I was using both of my arms, you would most likely still lose. But the Chiefs going into Titans territory. Finally, we can sort out all these weird borders. Titans fans, you guys are out. Because we got a new powerhouse in the building. Chicago Bears are going to go through Lake Michigan. They're playing the Lions. And of course, Chicago is the winner. They take Illinois and Michigan. Vikings going down. From Wisconsin, I'm going to say that plays the Bears. Okay, that was really bad for the Vikings. That was a hatred. The Bears slightly went further. So, the Bears are now the winner of the NFC North. No free space is claimed. The Colts are going to play the Browns. Actually, slightly the Chiefs. If the Colts win this, I don't know how they did this. What the heck? The Colts actually beat the Chiefs. So they claim a lot of territory. Then we got the Broncos, who are getting cloned. We're going into Utah to get the clone power up. Yes, I'm going to see if I have a Broncos clone right here. And yes, they do. We will have a copy of them spawning in Chicago's old. We will have a copy of them spawning in Open. Oh no, we're going to spawn them in a really weird place. Virginia is the home of the Broncos now. We're getting the Panthers next, and then Slightly's going to play the Falcons. Carolina will be eliminated. So, Atlanta expands their... So, Atlanta goes into South Carolina. Then we got the Broncos. They're going through the borders. The Raiders, many noob NFL Impearlismers would have called that Oregon. But since I am smart and high IQ'd, I actually got an enrichment in school this year. I am going to say that's the Chargers in their geographic spot. Raiders, no redos, you guys are eliminated. And with that, they expanded to Utah. Actually, since I'm doing it, the Outlands are pretty much useless. So let me take those off the map. We're getting the Broncos again. They're going to play the former champions, Cardinals. Finally, we can only have one resorting thing. The Cardinals now have New Mexico. Cowboys Cowboys are going to play our champions, the Cardinals. Okay, Cowboys. The Cardinals are playing like they're a champion right now. The Cardinals are playing like they're the champions right now. Expands into Florida. Expands into Georgia. Expands into Tennessee. Plays the Colts. We're getting Miami Dolphins versus Colts. There you go. Instant karma. For taking too many turns. The Colts are now in Tennessee. Cardinals move back into New Mexico. However, the Colts are going into Georgia, which they had the redeployed. I want to at least see the redeployed. The Bears go to Iowa. And then the Browns are going to get chucked into West Virginia. The Falcons would move into South Carolina. The Colts would set up our next matchup versus the Falcons. Yes, I know it's hard, but the Colts are cooking right now. All right, Broncos get into Tennessee, no team. Ravens are going to set up our next matchup, which is going to be versus the Jets and Bills. I don't know what this would look like, but Baltimore just took down 2 teams. I don't know. If it points up or upper left, then they're going to claim New York. However, if it points down or right, it's going to be New Jersey. Ravens expanded to New York. On to the next one. And we have the Bears. They're going to expand into Wisconsin. Broncos get the landmine. Which means they're going to move into Texas. Then they have to play the Cardinals, who have been cooking all video. And surprisingly, the champions go down. The Broncos might win this. I've seen them win Impearlism before. I think the Ravens wanted to be in New Jersey. Actually, alert, we have 8 teams left. They are the Seahawks, the Chargers, the Broncos, the Bears, the Browns, the Colts, the Ravens, and the Patriots. The Seahawks and the Patriots have yet to do anything in this video, so we're going to get them going. They would be expanding into Idaho, so they would have gotten the L-land power up if it was there. New England, the Patriots can only expand into New York, so that's what we're gonna doing. If the Ravens were still there, it would have been a matchup versus the Ravens. Browns move into Kentucky. Colts move into North Carolina. Browns are moving into Arkansas and are in prime position. Colts move into Virginia. Bears move into Minnesota. Browns get the first redeploy on the video. They will be swapping spots with let's see which has the toughest teams. We'll put them bordering with the toughest team. Looking at their 2023 records, this isn't even fair. The team with the best record this season was the Chargers, so the Browns are now in Utah. So now redeployed is a power down since L-land got taken off. Seahawks would get the landmine, which means they have to play the Browns. And the winner of NFL Impearlism with one arm was going to be harder than Oh, the Browns are done. They move into this because we need to get the last power up. The toughest team that hasn't been teleported to is the Ravens. So the Seahawks are in Pennsylvania now. Bears back into Wisconsin. The Seahawks will play the Ravens. Okay, they were clearly in front of the Ravens, so from my angle, and the Ravens are now kings of Pennsylvania. I only did that because Seattle was obviously going to win when they left my hand. Broncos going to Utah. Bears going to Michigan. Patriots play the Bears from traveling over Canada. And finally, the Chicago Bears have been eliminated. But since they're one of my favorite teams, and I feel bad after I completely single-handedly beat them in Retro Bowl episode 4, I am giving them a second chance. I am not letting you expand into Michigan. Ravens? Patriots are out of here. You think you were going to try to take down the Bears? Not even letting you play. The Ravens claim the small states. Bears move back into Wisconsin. Then into Illinois. Colts move into West Virginia. Bears finally move into Kentucky. So I'm setting up some sort of tournament so the nearest teams can fight. The only two teams that have a border with each other are the Chargers and the Broncos. Ooh. Denver is going to be eliminated. So they're the winner of this region. And then the Bears and the Colts are bordering each other. Chicago, you made it to the top 3. The only team that can win this video is the Chargers, right? Well, we're going to border them all. Let's see who the Bears fight since they have to play a game. They will be fighting the Ravens for a spot. Chargers have clinched the finale. This is for a spot in the Impearlism 4 finale. The Ravens are going to face the Chargers. Let's go. Game 1. Ravens take over. Game 2. Series tied. Game 3. Chargers take the lead. Game 4. Series is now tied. Game 5. Ravens take that lead back. Now the Ravens need this game to win. Game 6. And the Ravens have won NFL Impearlism 4. Well, here we go. Here we go. Well, this is basically when you want the favorites to be your favorite team in a nutshell be like. Yes, the Ravens are my favorite team. I'm happy. I think we haven't played them in Retro Bowl, so I'm pretty happy. Oh, and you guys are wondering on Retro Bowl episode 18. That is most likely going to be coming out sometime soon. Bye!